STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and in the studio with me now is Mary Lou Green, the Executive Director of Operation Brightside, which now has a new name, apparently. So
yes.
Tell us about that. Brightside St. Louis?
We are very excited. This is our 30th anniversary year, and we've been working since 1982 to clean and green St. Louis. And we thought, you know, now's a good time to let people know really what we're all about, and that is Brightside St. Louis.
So you want to start with the bright side.
Bright side, exactly.
Forget the operations, although that's a big part of what you do.
We have some people say the operation's over, now it's time for us to keep it beautiful.
There you go. It's time to be serious after all 30 years.
That's right.
About what your real mission is. So tell us about Brightside St. Louis. You've been around for 30 years, 1982, that was a long time ago. And what have you done? What are some of the accomplishments over all those years?
Let's see, we have a citywide cleanup, Project Blitz, that we do every year. We do a lot of beautification downtown around City Hall. We put window boxes on City Hall and lots of flowers. We provide flowers for neighborhood volunteers to plant around their neighborhood. We do about 200,000 annuals every year.
Wow.
We have Lake Louis, which is just outside of downtown. If you ever drive downtown along Highway 40 at the Chestnut 20th Street exit, there are some nice big gardens there that
do those as well?
We do those as well.
Wow.
We
How
do
do you do this? I mean, do you have a huge staff? Do you have lots of volunteers, or?
We actually have
some pictures right here of your flower boxes.
That's the window
screen.
boxes on City Hall, exactly.
Your
Our
volunteers are here. Yeah.
And just so you know, we have 20,000 volunteer hours invested in our projects every year.
Wow.
And
so how many people, and where do they come from?
They come from all over. A lot of them are neighborhood residents, people who get out and clean up their alleys and the streets in their neighborhood during Project Blitz. And then we have a lot of community groups and just a lot of people who really care about and love St. Louis, and they want to be a part of planting flowers. Yeah.
So like downtown, the flower boxes and things that we've seen, that we saw on the screen, how is that done? Do you have volunteers do those as well?
Yes. We, the window boxes that get put on City Hall, we actually plant those with volunteers over at the greenhouse in Forest Park.
Okay.
And we do that this year. We did it
I've seen that huge greenhouse. I didn't know what was going on in there. So that's
well, now you know. Well, I can't take credit for everything that's going on in there because they do a lot of things.
But you have your space.
We have our space, and we plant the window boxes, all of the annuals, the 200,000 annuals that we make available for planting. All of those are hand-seeded by Brightside volunteers, and then we give the trays of flowers away in May.
Okay.
And then they can be planted anywhere on public property in the city.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. So do you see a lot of the same volunteers come back every year?
We have a lot of the same volunteers, especially in the neighborhood projects, and then a lot of the folks who plant downtown or help us plant daffodils on the highways. A lot of those people come back every year. And then we have a lot of students that come out through their student groups.
With schools.
We get some high schools, but we get a lot of colleges, from a lot of students from WashU and St. Louis University. It's really been a great experience.
And they give up a weekend day or to come out and work with you?
It's a perfect Saturday morning project, and I have to tell you, they get out, they work hard, and then they've earned their bragging rights and the rest of their weekend off.
There you go, and some community service hours at the same time.
Exactly.
So we're going to wrap up in just 1 second before we move on to our next segment, but tell us about the daffodils. This is not a great year for your daffodils, apparently.
Well, actually, it was a great year from one perspective, and that was we planted 500,000 daffodils this year.
That's a lot of daffodils.
It's a lot of
daffodils.
Okay. It's a lot of daffodils. They got planted late, though, because it was a donation.
Okay.
And then beyond that, we didn't have much of a winter to speak of.
That's right, for them to be in their dormancy. So we've seen some come out, and next year we'll see that 500,000 daffodils in full bloom.
Exactly.
All at the same time.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Well, we're going to take a quick break right now, Mary Lou, but don't go anywhere because we will have more when we return to hear more about Brightside St. Louis. And remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net. Keep it locked on STL TV. We'll be right back with more STL TV Live.